Hey, dog, man, hey, ain't no well this video. There's no way, Drake. Drake, there's no way I'm reading what I'm reading right now, dog. Oh, nah, ain't no coming back from this. Man, hey, I never...
Welcome to Pegasus versus the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel.
City boy! City boy!
All right, you guys, I wanted to talk about this on this channel. I think this is super interesting, but Drake has officially started going after reaction channels. Now, it's inadvertently, right? He's not personally filing lawsuits, I don't think. I think he probably just signs off on it. His team's like, hey, we should do this, this is a good look, and he just signs off on it. I would hope that Drake isn't sitting in a room like, yo, these MFers tried to take me out, like, let's do this, that, and the other, because that would be pretty, I mean, it's just weak. It's just weak as hell. But anyways, I saw No Life Shaq. That's that clip I was playing. I'm going to play some clips from this. I saw Knox Hill. And I saw Stevie Knight address this and talk about it. And it doesn't, so it concerns me in the sense of just people making bad moves and just being like on some bullshit, you know, Drake, that being Drake, right? It doesn't concern me as much because I kind of got out in that moment. I was going through some shit in my life, right? And I remember I was on vacation in Hawaii and I was reacting to all this beef. Like, I think that was the moment Knox got back at Benzino because Benzino was like trying to get Cliff's Beats channel taken down, and like there was all this stuff, and beef just started arising. Like I think that's when some of the Ryan Upchurch beef started popping off even heavier with Tom. There's just a bunch of stuff, and essentially I was like, man, I'm on vacation. I don't want this vibe. And then when I came home, you know, I think the last beef thing I reacted to was Tom McDonald's God Mode and Mac Lethal's response to that. With that being said, I was just like, I'm done. You know, I didn't really react to the Drake beef. I think I sat down and did one reaction to a Drake joint and a Kendrick joint, but then I think I even ended up just taking them down. I was just like, I don't really want to engage in this, right? So I'm just saying this doesn't affect me in the sense like I wasn't a part of this push for Kendrick or Drake in that battle. But typically I'm in the reaction scene and I typically react to this stuff. I reacted to Kendrick's, most of his album. I reacted to Eminem's album. You know, if Drake was dropping something, I'd do some reactions here and there. But again, I'm kind of out of that loop. But I just thought this was crazy. This video I saw from No Life Shaq, Stevie Knight, and Knox Hill, that Drake is actually coming after reaction channels inadvertently by this defamation suit in UMG, but not inadvertently from this. Let's hear this out a little bit. You guys, if you want to like, share, comment, subscribe, that'd be awesome. The link in my description to my music reaction channel and also my podcast, and F with No Life Shaq. I mean, he's one of the biggest reactors, just period. Like Mug is almost at 5 million subs. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
See, another Drake, boy, hey, there's no way y'all can vouch for this here.
Pause. His laugh is infectious, yo. That this is what his character and his charisma sells it all, bro. Like this dude, he's the truth. Like I like No Life Shaq. He's fire.
Yeah, bro. Just like what the title said, this is exactly what's happening. This nigga Drake done snitched on the reaction community. It's no way. It's no way you got us in this case, dog. Nigga, we chilling, having fun. And you got us listed in the case.
I'm gonna fast forward it to the list.
And then I'm gonna read it. This is real. This is real. The top part, this is what I said when I saw it. Drake, ain't no way you snitching on me, bro. I can't believe this nigga got my name right there. He got RDC, he got Cartier family, he got, who else? Ziz, Castanet, all the big niggas.
Crazy.
If you gonna put some of us, you gotta put all of us. You can't just put the big niggas. Man, there's no way, dog.
Y'all see that? That's crazy. Drake alleges in lawsuit that UMG, that's Universal Music Group, permitted content creators such as Kai Cenat, Zias, No Life Shack, RDC Gaming, and Cartier Family to monetize reactions to Not Like Us without enforcing copyright claims. He claims this lack of enforcement enabled the spread of defamatory content while generating profits for both UMG and the creators, prioritizing revenue over Drake's safety. Now, one thing I was going to just tell you guys, because I personally know, I've had to study the copyright system on YouTube very closely to be able to get my bag on YouTube and have a very good understanding of it and fair use. And this is what's interesting. These allegations, they're making allegations. So yes, the video or the song They Not Like Us, from my understanding, there was no copyright claim on it when it dropped. You know what I'm saying? There's no copyright claim. People reacted to it. They got a bag off of that reaction, but only for the first few weeks. Once the label started, because that joint charted, man. They put a content ID on it and then started. So the thing is he trying to sue for that small amount of time? But the other thing is the way this battle started and was released, it was almost like a mixtape, right? Like it was like, a EP or a mixtape. So a lot of times when people put out mixtape style of music, meaning diss tracks or whatever the case may be, there's not copyrights on it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cases where that'll happen. So I think he's out of pocket. But the one thing I know he's out of pocket is like he doesn't understand how broken the YouTube copyright system is, right? And I'm not going to say Drake because I know like this is his team and la da da. But he signed off on this, man. He signed off. So he guilty by association and the rule of. But I hope UMG hands him his ass in a sense. This is the first time, dude. UMG is like, bruh, I'm going to keep it real. I have issues. So SME and WMG, if you understand the way the copyrights work and stuff, they're not as hard to deal with as UMG. UMG is a task. But the worst for me is BMG, The Orchard, TuneCore. Like, it's crazy. Just on as a side note, you guys, The Orchard, once I get something cleared from a label and means that my reaction video is monetizing, freaking The Orchard will come claim this shit. And it's because they represent like all these artists who do covers of like original classic stuff. And that's an unrightful copyright. Like it's because there's the same melody or something in it and their AI picks it up and just copyrights it. And I'm fighting off bullshit like that all the time. It's so tedious and annoying. But with that in mind, I'm like, what does this have to do with what they're trying to say is They Not Like Us is a lie and it's a defamation to Drake. So he's suing them for defamation, for slander of Drake with that song. Now, after that, he's trying to claim because they could monetize, which wasn't for the whole life of the song, but for the first couple of weeks or months or whatever of the song, because reactors reacting to it, it was monetizable. That incentivized reactors to defame Drake as well. And that's just not the truth. That's just a lie, right? Because reactors just react and they tell their point of view. We're not incentivized, oh, I made money off this. And that's the funny thing. When you're recording your reaction, you don't know if it's going to get monetized or not. Because every video you react to is different. You know what I'm saying? So there's no incentivizing someone who doesn't even have an incentive. You just listen to the track. You tell people what you feel. Kendrick made one of the hottest records of the frickin' in 2024. It's They Not Like Us. I'll keep it real. They Not Like Us is better than every song on his new album, period. His new album's fire, too. His new album's crazy. But They Not Like Us is, bro, it's just uncanny what he did to Drake. And like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just think, bro, I just don't like, what is it called? I don't want to say a spoil. Sore losers. Sore losers. I hate that shit, man. That's like that dude who's on the wrestling mat or jiu-jitsu mat and takes an L and then tries to slap the dude when they raise his hand or punch him or something stupid. Like, it's like, dude, you lost. You lost. Valiant effort. Keep it moving. You know, that's what's crazy. It's like you gain respect from going into something like a fight or a battle and coming out, period. This is sad.
Yo, this nigga really said, he said the label, UMG, gave content creators basically the right to monetize our videos to spread, to defame his image, basically. Basically, to make him look bad, they let us monetize our content. Nigga, what? That makes no sense. We was gonna react to it anyway.
This is what I'm saying. Bruh, what's he saying? Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Reactors react, bro. And if it's in their lane, it's in their lane. I was doing mad rap and hip hop reactions in 2023. That's almost all I did on my channel. You know, I've been getting into classic rock and some country and just kind of moving differently lately. But, bro, I'm a fucking rapper, man. What the fuck you mean?
Whether we got paid or not, nigga, we still was gonna react. Dre, you must be new here. That's the biggest thing we complain about. Copyright, nigga. Copyright. Niggas was gonna react anyway. This is the biggest beef ever, nigga. Do that make sense to you? Man, ain't no way this nigga this crazy, dog. This nigga said they let us monetize our video to spread his defaming even more.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's crazy. And that's the problem too. Like, you know how he went on that spiel about copyrights? That's because it's a complex conversation. Because I always hear some of these other reactors be like, man, you reacting to other people's content. You don't deserve any money. You don't deserve any monetization or blah, blah, blah. And people have waged these wars, right? But this is what people don't understand about copyright. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get out of here because all I'm basically here to say is, like, if Drake is really doing this, he's on some bitch shit. Like, that's weak as hell. And I think every person who's in the reaction space should speak up. And we're not slandering him. We're not defaming him. Just give your honest opinion, because that's some bitch shit and it's going to play against him. It's going to play against him because, you know, that's the other thing. If UMG tries to tighten up with copyright claims too because of this bullshit, that hurts reacting channels. That hurts us more. But anyways, I'm going to tell you about the complexity of copyrights and break it down as detailed as I can so you guys can understand this better. Because from the outside looking in, it's easy to just say, hey, they're reacting to other people's content, and that's what's the driving force to these videos, and that's why the content we're reacting to should get all the monetization. I disagree with that, and I disagree with that 100%, and I'm going to tell you why. And this is partially because YouTube can't figure this system out properly, but I'm going to tell you why. Okay, most of the stuff we react to is 3 minutes long. The longest is 5 minutes, okay? In YouTube, 3 minutes to 5 minutes only gets you so much money, okay, in the monetization game. The real money, okay, you guys, open your ears, open your eyes. The real money from YouTube comes from 8-minute videos. It needs to be 8 minutes or longer. Maybe it's 9 minutes, but I believe it's 8 minutes or longer, because then they run, I think it's called pre-roll ads and ads in between stuff. That's where you get the paper. So what's happening is reactors reacting, giving commentary, which is transforming the content, making it longer, is bringing the value, right? So, like, my thing is this, like, what would be dope is the original value for a 3-minute song or a 5-minute song. Yeah, they get their streaming royalty, whatever, and then we get our bag for stretching the content and creating what we're creating, right? Because people are coming back to hear our take, our opinion, see, you know, we make them laugh, we make them cry. Like, they want to do this with someone else. They don't want to just go to Drake's channel and watch a Drake video or Kendrick. They want to watch it with us. That's just the new wave. Deal with it, right? And people say, deal with it. Well, you deal with it because da-da-da-da. But in reality, if reactors ain't making bread off of their reactions, they're going to stop reacting eventually. Like, you see it. You see some of the big reactors. What's the homie's name? Like Jamal? And there's a couple of, and they start going into topical pieces where they're talking about trending topics or politics. And what happened is because they're seeing a bag over there because those news articles and topics and stuff, they don't get hit with copyright claims like that. You know, even with this second channel, like comedy stuff doesn't have the same amount of copyright claims as the music joints do. So it's just like I see more success with the monetization and the ad revenue. So yeah, that is the biggest problem, that they're not able to acknowledge the fact that us transforming the content, meaning us stretching it out, gives it more value. Their whole premise is people are only coming there because of the main artist you're reacting to, which isn't true. But even if it was, that is only worth so much until we transform it and make it longer. So if any of you guys were curious on kind of a little bit of the insides of copyrights and stuff like that, essentially, there's some gray area. Artists so reactors are covered by fair use doctrine, is what it's called, I believe. And I don't believe it's been to court. So it's like a gray area. There hasn't been a precedent set, right? Like there's never been UMG versus No Life Shack or whoever, right? Like someone trying to appeal a copyright or whatever, and them going to court to really break down the definitiveness of fair use and how it works, right? Because people will imply that it means only reacting to short clip, 10-second clips, 15-second clips, da-da-da. But from what I've seen, there's no strong definition that's been laid out in a courtroom setting, you know, because there's different arguments, especially when you're doing like reaction to like clipped up stuff like comedy videos, right? But with music reactors, you're reacting to a full song. But some of these songs are connected to a full body of work with an album. So like there's just a lot of like gray area that I think they would probably need to go through in the court to be definitive about fair use. And then from there, you know, reaction channels, YouTube and all that could make a move. However, it's not worth it for the record labels to go to court over reaction channels reacting, because, dude, a freaking million view reaction video is probably worth about, I don't know, $4,000 or $5,000, you know, depending on how long it is, right? Like if it's like a 15-minute reaction, you know, the bread spreads, you know? But if it's like an 8-minute joint, a million views, you know, that might be worth about like 5 Gs, 6 Gs. But even if it was worth 10 Gs, you're going to go and do a full-on fair use, you know, lawsuit battle for 10 grand, a reactor made because somehow the copyright wasn't on the video and, you know, they monetized their reaction. That's crazy. So there's a lot there. But again, man, this is some other stuff. You can go check out No Life Shack's full video. I'm kind of just ranting. I think, you know, the reactor should come out and talk about this stuff because it affects us personally. And honestly, it's some bullshit. So, yeah, man, let me know.
City boy, city boy.